Welcome to our series featuring the audio edition of my book Iris After the Incident, narrated by Rachel Coates. A playlist with all the chapters in order is on the Romance Class YouTube channel. Our writer community turns 10 in 2023, and if you're just discovering us now, there are many more romances to read at romanceclassbooks.com. Content warnings are mentioned in Chapter 1 and are included in the description for this video.
Chapter 19. The email alerts were the worst of alarm clocks. Liam told me to turn them off, but I felt I needed them. Not the hate or the judgment, but a grip on what was real, even if I didn't like it. They were alarm clocks that got me ready for Monday morning, but didn't keep Monday from happening. Besides, the alerts were also the best way to find out when people stopped talking about me. I needed them. Couldn't not have them. I needed to know when people were forgetting, moving on. When I was called a slut for the first time, I remembered it very clearly, and at the time, I could quote it down to the punctuation marks. A few other times I was called a name, I was hurt too, but the majority of the comments, especially the unoriginal ones, they were just noise that would eventually fade away. So when I saw the unread email alert for my name again, well, shit. I followed the link to a gossip blog. I wasn't name-checked on the main post, but actually a comment, dozens of comments down. "Looks like Iris Lynn Larioka, the one who did a video with her boyfriend," an anonymous user helpfully said last night at 10:34 p.m. "He likes sluts." When I scrolled back up all the way to the original post, only 24 hours old as of that morning, I saw it in context. It was a dark, blurry photo of Gio at the pub in Envy Park, with someone I could certainly confirm was me. "Is this Gio Mella's new girlfriend?" This, like, I wasn't a person. Semantics. I didn't have an alert for Gio's name. If I had, I would have known about this 24 hours ago, and what? What would have changed? He obviously didn't know about this and wouldn't have known. He wouldn't have been able to tell me that my name was being dragged over fresh dirt. Never read the comments is good advice for anything, but I had to. Bad habit. I thought they'd get back together. Glad they're totally broken up. He's such a bad influence. Obviously, he's a perv. Doesn't deserve her. Sluts go with sluts, and so on. I had work that day. Actual work. And an actual life that required bills to be paid, and no, I couldn't stay home and read stupid comments all day, even if I wanted to. Most of them weren't even about me, which made sense because these people only even knew Gio because of his ex. But then Mr. Anonymous recognized me, and now my name was in there for everyone to see. Again. It was one blog post. Maybe it would go away. Gio and Les weren't together anymore. Surely they'd rather be talking about her and whatever else she was doing. More than 20 alerts in the morning. A dozen more by lunchtime. Because I'd added Gio Mella to my alert list and set it to send me the notification as soon as it was found, I didn't let that interrupt my workday, and the alerts remained unread in my inbox. But they kept coming. Most of them for Gio Mella, and maybe one or two for Iris and Larioka, and variations of the spelling throughout the day. Sometimes it was an alert for the same page, because it had been updated with a new comment. Even so, this was us. I was 97% sure that any boneheaded comments directed towards Gio right now was because they discovered who I was and what I'd been famous for. If he had been photographed with the sweetest schoolteacher in the city, maybe the blogs wouldn't be burning up like this. I wondered if I should tell him. I wondered who to ask. I lost my best friends after the incident. No, not true. I'd lost them a little before then, when we all got boyfriends and sunk into that "my boyfriend is my best friend and my only friend" trap. Eventually, they married their boyfriends, so now they were husbands, and they weren't that easy to grab for a panicked phone call or a long dinner discussing my latest dilemma. "Happy weekend," my boss told me, as I shut down and left at the decent hour of 6 p.m. "I saw that you sent out all the proposals today." Yeah, even the ones we'd scheduled for Monday. I did that. I became a productive little worker bee whenever the internet turned against me. Is there a problem? I asked. Miley was surprised by the reaction. No problem at all, she said. Good job, is what I wanted to say. That was a compliment, the kind that mattered. I wished I had been able to savor it, but instead my mind was somewhere else. Gio wasn't in 9J. He wasn't doing his puzzle in Tower 2 either. With those options out, I had no idea how else to reach him. Just when I decided to maybe break it to him that he was a trending topic yet again, I couldn't find him. Maybe that was a good thing? At least I was able to run my thoughts by someone else. Is that what you think you should do? I sighed. I keep thinking of how I'd want it. If it were me, I'd want to know. I'd want to have a conversation. You think that's not what he wants? Janine replied. He doesn't have a phone. That's how much he doesn't want this. That's his line, isn't it? He decided what it is, and I can't cross it. Yet, you called me. Yeah, I did. Because you obviously want to talk to him about it. I think someone should warn him. He's been doing new things lately. He said he's going to try to start working again and went to a meeting today. Shouldn't news that this is out affect him? Iris, it seems like it's inevitable. Gio might want to try to hide, but he's not hiding deep and far enough. Based on what you've said, it looks more like he's biding his time, so he can do things on his terms and not anyone else's. She was probably right. I bit my nails absently. That makes sense. So ask me your question. I don't have one. Okay. We can do it that way, or we can cut 20 minutes out of this and talk about the thing you want to know but aren't asking. God, you're so annoying sometimes. Tell me if this is one of those times when you need me to be annoying. Yeah, okay. Tell me. Is the relationship going well? Yes, it is. What's happening that makes you not want to have the important conversation with him? He's meeting my brother tomorrow. I see. And everything's happening, and it's nice. You think the conversation will end the nice? Of course it will. You can't go by history with this. He isn't Bradley. The characters are different, but the lesson is the same, you think? What do you think the lesson was, Iris? My laptop screen was glowing bright in front of me. My email inbox was loaded up, and I was watching new alerts come in. Now, over 100. Don't get hurt, I said. Don't allow people to hurt you. Are you getting hurt right now? Not yet, because I hadn't read the new hurtful words. It was almost midnight, but I knew what I had to do. The conversation with Gio was not going to happen tonight. Maybe not, I told Janine. Maybe the same sticks and stones can't hurt me as much anymore. Don't test yourself too much, Iris. I know. The next stage of your life is about freedom, didn't we agree? You get to choose what you let back in. I know. Call me when you need to talk. I will. I ended the call, tossed my phone over to the table beside my bed, and prepared to dive into the inbox, back in the cesspool.
That was Chapter 19 of Iris After the Incident, narrated by Rachel Coates. Text and production copyright by Mina Villas-Guerra. Social media and the internet can be a lot. I'm recommending Play It By Ear by Tara Frejas for romance that also talks about the other side of intense social media fame. Link in the description.